We're still on national lockdown here in the UK and most of Europe, so I don't. It's a lot different in the States. But what is the plan over the next? You said in the fall. So have you guys got things booked up, or is it in the studio or rehearsing? What's the sort of calendar that you plan timeline?
Anybody else?
Smooth beat, take that one, baby.
Well, we're going to be in the studio. We're going to try to get well, right now we have two songs out. One a remake titled "You're the Inspiration" by Chicago, and then there's another single that's going to be premiered on a independent movie titled Pressure, and that song is titled Relax. So right there, you're gonna see two different sides of Riff right there. So while that's bumping, we're gonna be in the studio, getting some heats together, and then we're gonna put them out there, and like Nitty said, we're gonna flatline the place.
Yes, definitely. That's pretty much the blueprint for everybody. Like right now, it's just preparation. We do have like little warm up shows that we're getting geared into doing right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm thinking more so by the fall, like by September. We already got a commitment from a couple of promoters that they're gonna give us, you know what I mean, our minutes along with a lot of the other 90s groups that's out there right now. And we got to go out there and, like I said, flatline the building, man. And that's what we're gearing up. So we're in the studio recording. We actually got to do 2 albums. We got to do an original album and we're doing a remake album. At the same time, we're just going to continue putting content out that people can see. We're going to do music videos. We're going to get behind the scenes. Like you're going to see a lot of visuals with us. Like the preparation for our stage show. Like I said, we got a few warm-up shows that we're going to be doing, documenting, you know what I mean? We're pretty much going to get into, like, we might do a documentary video, like of the making of this group and where we are today. So there's a lot of things that we're discussing with management and with our full-blown team that we want to make happen. And in a very short time, like we're trying to do it now, because when the fall comes, we're hoping to be on the road tearing it down. So it's a lot going on right now. So we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes.
You mentioned doing a remake album. What remake of what? What type of what songs would be on that? What are you looking at? Covering other groups and stuff? Or
yeah, definitely. We're looking to do. I mean, right now it's going to be all the hits. So whatever we decide to do, whether that be pop or R&B, they're all hit songs already. You understand what I'm saying? They're hit songs. It's just our interpretation of these records. We're not going to take from them and mess them up. Trust me, we're going to do them justice. So it's just a gumbo full of hit records, freshly done by them boys that you know. It's not somebody that you don't know. You know who these guys are, okay? You know who they are. And we just gonna take them where they need to go. Don't get me hyped. Don't get me hyped, yo. I'm trying to calm down.
So Mike's thing as a fan would be, why would I be able to get a remake of the songs from your first album, the ones you released, even the ones you released from your second album, even the actual Lean on Me, a version of that. I mean, I would assume as fans would like to, Judy's Got a Boyfriend in a different way, you know, maybe in a way that you probably would be a better Riff way. You know, My Heart, you know, that having it redone 2021, but
My Heart is Failing Me, yeah. If you're
yeah, so
serious, Every Time My Heart
because
Beats.
that's Every Time My Heart. So those tracks, actually redoing them, because it then connects the old with the new. As I thought, that's the remake you guys got to do. Like, no, because it would, because then you know it would give those songs a newer version of it, but it still connects us back to you guys.
Man, that's deep.
Great.
We never thought of that, but that's heavy.
It's a great idea.
Okay, yeah, I mean, because I would love that, definitely, especially Lean on Me. So it connects. So that would be, you know, your own version of Bill Withers' Lean on Me connects us with the movie and says, okay, these are the guys. You know, either your opening song each night, the songs that, the pop songs, which we knew you guys for. You're not doing the routines anymore, but you're still singing them in a Riff way this year. This day, where you guys are now. Even Judy's got it, because people say, yeah, I remember that track, but it will be in a different manner as well. But yeah, but that would be great to be able to see.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite one? What's your favorite Riff song?
Okay, so before Kenny, you asked me what was my favorite. So strangely enough, My Heart Is Failing Me. It would, you know, because it was a nice sort of clean cut track, especially the routines. You know, you had the MC Hammer, well, they had the MC Hammer stuff, but it was a really powerful track. I did, you know, I was a big Teddy Riley fan, and still am, and so, you know, when him and Mucho did Judy's Got a Boyfriend, it was okay. The problem was that when Riff were first around with their first album, they were in a different lane. So can you imagine Boyz II Men doing some sort of Jodeci stuff? You know, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
They were in different lanes, and they were very defined for their songs and the image they portrayed. And I think when they came up with a second album, that sort of it sort of took you guys away from what made them strong, and sort of crowded you in the market with everyone else, and so you weren't as distinct. They weren't as distinct. So I think going back to that first album and doing some of those sort of tracks that you did in the first album, redoing them now, kind of connects us with them. But also, if you had a chance to do, because I know Michael was saying that there was stuff that you guys were able to write on the second album, and remakes were really big, but you didn't get a chance to remake a lot of the tracks. So maybe it's like, okay, how do we've got the lyrics, we've got the stuff, how do we try and update the songs and reinterpret them in a way that we probably think separates us, you know, maybe a cappella version of some of these songs, or just with a piano, but the songs are already there. And so we kind of remember the old, bringing with the new, and then sort of coming up with some of the newer albums and stuff.
You got my wheels turning. I'm turning. So
Yeah. Well, Mike is not here, but I mean, while he was still waiting for him to join in, yeah. I mean, but what other thoughts though?
Well,
with some of the, have you started looking at new music?
but we're always. Let me just try to get.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
We got you.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
So I was
Jeff.
wondering if you guys started working on it with the new. Were you just thinking of other new things? Maybe someone can call Michael to see if he's still around. But as we talk, but music-wise, I don't know if I just threw some. I was speaking rubbish, or did it seem like, okay, might not be a bad idea?
Well, we were thinking about, you know, coming out and redoing some of the old stuff, like, well, some of the original stuff, such as My Heart Is Failing Me, Every Time My Heart Beats, maybe Baby Is Yours, and maybe updating Temporary Insanity as well, because that was one of my favorites. But like Chill was about to say, we're always listening or looking for new music. But at the same time, we did it did at one point land on the table of doing that. And we was probably looking for some type of confirmation. And by us doing this interview and you saying what you said, now it's going to make us revisit, because we was looking for confirmation, and maybe you were that confirmation.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, and I know when I interviewed Michael, you spoke about there's a track that David Foster did for you guys when you were looking to do a third album. Do you still have a copy of that where you guys recorded to say, okay, because we never got to hear that record, and David Foster is probably one of the top 3 producers from the 90s and stuff. Did you guys still have that, or do you?
You know what? I gotta go over by my old manager's house, Skip Van Rensselaer,
Skip.
and go through his tapes. He might have a copy of it, man, but the song was incredible. Incredible. I'm telling you, man, it was like an audition, because he didn't know us. He probably knew of us, but the higher ups went to have the conversation with him. And they brought us down to the studio to record the song, and he wanted to do the whole album. So, we went in, we recorded the song with him, and that song blew them away. The company was like, yes, let's do it. And we ended up not going through with it. But I'm gonna find the song, man. And if I can find it, I'll definitely send you a copy of it so that you can check it out.
Yeah, but as I said, that's almost like not using, maybe not even using that old one, but actually seeing if you can redo it in a modern Riff style with the 5 of you now and releasing it, because it's, as I said, sometimes you don't want to work too hard. You can, but strategically, and your fans are like, still nostalgic for the old stuff, but in a new overt way. You're not just giving them, and you still get to own the masters of your own stuff, because you're redoing them, so that you're recording and owning them. So when you do send them out, then it's easier to, on top of that, put some of the stuff that you guys wrote and stuff like that. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.